What's up, legends? You know what to do. Smash that like, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your team.
Usain Bolt, the fastest man alive. Childhood and early life, ages 0 to 15. Usain St. Leo Bolt was born on August 21, 1986, in the small rural town of Sherwood-Content, Jamaica. He grew up in a hard-working, modest family. His parents ran a small local grocery shop. From a young age, Bolt was energetic, playful, and obsessed with sports, especially cricket and football. But one thing stood out: his natural speed. Even without formal training, he could outrun almost anyone in his village. In elementary school, he started participating in running events, and by age 12, he was already the fastest kid in school. Early challenges. He wasn't academically strong and struggled to focus in class, but his teachers and coaches noticed he had something rare: raw, untamed athletic talent. National rise and early success, ages 15 to 20. In 2002, at just 15 years old, Bolt won the World Junior Championships, 200 meters, becoming the youngest ever gold medalist in that event. He was quickly dubbed Lightning Bolt for his explosive speed. However, his journey was not smooth. He suffered from recurring back injuries and inconsistency in performance. 2004 Athens Olympics. At 18, Bolt represented Jamaica for the first time at the Olympics, but an injury kept him from advancing. It was a huge disappointment, but Bolt made a decision: I will become the fastest man in the world. Global domination and record-breaking, ages 21 to 30, 2008 Beijing Olympics, global explosion. Bolt shocked the world by winning 3 Olympic gold medals: 100 meters, 200 meters, and 4x100 meters relay. He broke world records in style: 100 meters, 9.69 seconds, even with untied shoelaces; 200 meters, 19.30 seconds, 2009 World Championships, Berlin. Bolt broke his own records again: 100 meters, 9.58 seconds, still the fastest time ever; 200 meters, 19.19 seconds. He became a global superstar, loved for his talent, charm, and showmanship. Other achievements: 8 Olympic gold medals. One was later stripped due to a teammate's doping issue. 11-time world champion, widely regarded as the greatest sprinter in history. Personality and cultural impact, 31+ years. Usain Bolt wasn't just a runner, he was an entertainer. He joked, danced, smiled, and brought fun to the track. Fans around the world loved his trademark lightning pose after every win. He made sprinting exciting even for people who didn't usually follow track and field. His legacy: he inspired millions of kids, especially in Jamaica, to dream big. He elevated Jamaica's reputation in athletics globally. He showed that humility plus confidence plus joy can go together. Retirement and new life. In 2017, Bolt officially retired from sprinting, leaving behind a legendary career. He later tried to become a professional footballer, playing briefly with Australia's Central Coast Mariners, but didn't pursue it long-term. Today, Bolt is a global brand and inspiration. He owns a music label, a sportswear line, and supports youth development programs. He's known as the fastest man in history. One sentence that sums up Bolt: he didn't just run, he made history run with him. Serena Williams, the Queen of Tennis. Early life and childhood, ages 0 to 14. Serena Jamaica Williams was born on September 26, 1981, in Saginaw, Michigan, USA, to Richard Williams and Oracene Price. She was the youngest of 5 sisters, including her older sister and fellow tennis star Venus Williams. When Serena was still a baby, the family moved to Compton, California, an area known at the time for gang violence and poverty. Her father chose Compton on purpose, believing that adversity would build strength. Richard Williams, who had no professional tennis background, taught himself how to coach by reading tennis books and watching videos. By age 4, Serena was already playing tennis daily on public courts with old equipment. Her father homeschooled her and Venus so they could focus on tennis. Key challenges faced racism, sexism, and financial hardship from an early age. Public tennis courts were often unsafe, and the sisters sometimes trained while gunshots echoed nearby. Despite all that, Serena's talent and her father's relentless dedication stood out. Rise to the top, ages 15 to 20. Turned professional at age 14 in 1995. In 1999, at just 17 years old, Serena won her first Grand Slam title at the U.S. Open, defeating world number 1 Martina Hingis, a massive upset that stunned the tennis world. What made her different? Power, athleticism, and mental toughness that revolutionized women's tennis. A powerful serve and aggressive play that opponents struggled to match. Early success brought endorsement deals, Puma, then Nike. Media attention, not always positive. She and Venus were often criticized for their bold style and confidence. She became an inspiration for Black and minority athletes in a traditionally white-dominated sport. Domination and legacy building, ages 21 to 30. Between 2002 to 2010, Serena completed what's called the Serena Slam, winning all 4 Grand Slams in a row, 2002 to 2003, though not in a calendar year. She battled injuries and critics, but always came back stronger. In 2008, she reclaimed her world number 1 spot and also won Olympic gold medals, doubles and singles. Major achievements: multiple Grand Slam titles across U.S. Open, Wimbledon, Australian Open, and French Open. First African American woman to be ranked number 1. One in the world in the Open era. Together with Venus, she won 14 Grand Slam doubles titles. Off the court, co-founded the Serena Williams Fund to promote equity through education. Advocated for equal prize money for women in tennis. Took acting roles, appeared in magazines, and became a fashion icon. Triumph and motherhood, ages 30 to 40. From 2012 to 2017, Serena returned stronger than ever, winning 10 Grand Slam singles titles after turning 30, an age many players retire. In 2017, she won the Australian Open while 8 weeks pregnant, one of the most remarkable achievements in sports history. Later that year, she gave birth to her daughter, Alexis Olympia Ohanian Jr., after serious health complications that nearly cost her life. Post-pregnancy comeback, reached 4 more Grand Slam finals but didn't win another title, yet proved mothers can still compete at the top level, used her platform to speak out about maternal health, racial injustice, and gender equality. Retirement and legacy, 41+ years. In 2022, Serena announced her evolution away from tennis, her way of saying goodbye without closing the door. Retired with 23 Grand Slam singles titles, most in Open era, 4 Olympic gold medals, over $94 million in prize money, most ever by a female athlete, considered by many as the greatest of all time, GOAT, in women's tennis. Off the court now, Serena runs a venture capital firm, Serena Ventures, that supports women and minority-led businesses. She's a mother, activist, entrepreneur, designer, and global role model. Continues to inspire a new generation of athletes and women across the world. Serena's story in one line. From Compton courts to global greatness, Serena didn't just play tennis, she changed it. Khabib Nurmagomedov, the undefeated eagle of Dagestan childhood and early life, ages 0 to 15. Khabib Abdulmanapovich. Nurmagomedov was born on September 20th, 1988, in the village of Sildi, high in the mountains of Dagestan, a republic in southern Russia. He was raised in a strict Muslim family, deeply rooted in honor, discipline, and tradition. His father, Abdulmanap Nurmagomedov, was a decorated soldier and a respected wrestling coach. He was Khabib's first and greatest teacher. From as early as age 3, Khabib was training, wrestling in the house, on snow, in rivers, even famously wrestling a bear at age 9. Life in Dagestan was hard, the terrain was rough, and the culture demanded toughness and respect. Early foundation. His father believed strength wasn't just physical, it was about discipline, obedience, and faith. Khabib memorized the Quran as a child and balanced religious studies with brutal training routines. Rise through combat sports, ages 16 to 22. Khabib trained in multiple martial arts, sambo, judo, wrestling, and later Brazilian jiu-jitsu. He became two-time combat sambo world champion, a Russian hybrid sport that mixes judo and wrestling. By 22, Khabib turned professional in MMA, mixed martial arts. In just 2 years, he had a 16-0 record, no losses. His style, relentless pressure, superior grappling, mental dominance. He didn't just beat opponents, he broke their will. UFC career and global fame, ages 23 to 30, 2012. Khabib debuted in the UFC, the world's biggest MMA organization. His debut? A slam victory and instant attention. He quickly gained a reputation for ragdolling opponents, tossing elite fighters around like they were nothing. 2018. He became the UFC lightweight champion, defeating Al Iaquinta at UFC 223. But it was UFC 229 that shook the world. Khabib versus Conor McGregor. McGregor insulted Khabib's religion, father, and country. The hype was vicious. In the fight, Khabib dominated Conor, made him tap out in round 4, then leapt over the cage in a post-fight brawl. The event became the most watched in UFC history. Despite the chaos, Khabib's performance was undeniable, controlled, brutal, and focused. Faith, values, and retirement, ages 31 to today. Khabib always fought with faith. He never celebrated disrespectfully, never trash-talked, and always gave credit to Allah after victory. His discipline, modesty, and refusal to fight for fame or money made him unique in the MMA world. 2020. The emotional goodbye. After defeating Justin Gaethje at UFC 254, Khabib retired, still undefeated at 29-0. It was his first fight since the death of his beloved father, Abdulmanap, from COVID-19 complications. Crying in the ring, Khabib said, "I promised my mother, this is my last fight." After retirement, he became a coach and mentor, guiding young fighters with the same discipline he was raised with, promotes MMA events, shares Islamic values, and supports his community. Legacy and meaning. Khabib isn't just remembered for his record, he's remembered for his values. Undefeated, 29 fights, 29 wins. Never cursed, never disrespected an opponent. A role model for Muslim youth, Dagestani pride, and spiritual discipline. Khabib in one sentence. He fought with fists, but led with faith. Five. Mo Farah, the refugee boy who became an Olympic legend. Childhood and refugee journey, ages 0 to 10. Mohamed Mukhtar Jama Farah, known globally as Mo Farah, was born on March 23, 1983, in Mogadishu, Somalia. His early childhood was peaceful, but everything changed with the outbreak of the Somali Civil War. At the age of 4, his family was torn apart by the conflict. By age 8, he was trafficked into the UK illegally under a false identity, brought by someone who was not his parent or guardian. Early challenges. Mo didn't speak English at all. He was forced to work as a domestic servant, doing chores and not allowed to go to school for some time. But running gave him a sense of freedom. He was always the fastest boy in his class. Talent uncovered and rising spirit, ages 11 to 20. A PE teacher named Alan Watkinson noticed his talent and began mentoring him. Mo started entering school competitions and local races, always finishing near the top. He eventually gained British citizenship and began competing for the UK. Challenges. He struggled with identity, trauma, and cultural adjustment, but running gave him purpose and structure. International glory and stardom, ages 21 to 30. 2012 London Olympics. Mo Farah made history by winning 2 gold medals in 10,000 meters, 5,000 meters. He became the first British athlete to win both long-distance events at a single Olympics. 2016 Rio Olympics. He did it again, winning both gold medals a second time, making him a back-to-back double Olympic champion. Other achievements. 6 times world champion. One of the greatest long-distance runners in modern athletics. His racing style. Mo was known for his tactical brilliance, staying calm throughout races and delivering powerful finishes in the final laps. Personal life, knighthood, and hidden truth, ages 31 plus. Mo married Tanya in 2010, and together they have 4 children. In 2017, he was knighted by the Queen, becoming Sir Mo Farah, a national hero in the UK. 2022, a shocking revelation. Mo revealed he had been trafficked as a child, brought into the UK under a false name, and forced into domestic labor. He had lived in fear of being deported, hiding the truth for years. In his own words, "My real name is Hussein Abdi Kahin. Mo Farah is a name that was given to me illegally." The revelation stunned the world and made Mo an even stronger symbol of courage and survival. Mo Farah's legacy. Mo Farah is remembered as a refugee who became a national treasure, a symbol of resilience, hope, and determination, a voice for trafficked children and displaced communities. In one sentence, he ran to save his life and ended up at the top of the world. Mohamed Salah, the legend of Egyptian football childhood and early beginnings, ages 0 to 17. Mohamed Salah Hamed Marous Ghali was born in the small village of Negreg, in the Bashoun district of northern Egypt, on June 15, 1992. He was raised in a humble Muslim household with strong faith and simple means. As a child, Salah wasn't a top student, but he was deeply passionate about football. He played daily in the streets, idolizing players like Zidane, Francesco Totti, and Ronaldo Nazario. To attend football training, Salah would sometimes travel over 4 hours by bus to reach the training ground of El Mokaloon, Arab contractors, his first professional club. Rising talent and European breakthrough, ages 17 to 22. Salah made his debut for El Mokaloon senior team at age 18. His speed, dribbling, and eye for goal quickly drew national attention. At age 20, Swiss club FC Basel signed him, his first move to Europe, in 2012. At Basel, he won the Swiss Super League and impressed with his performances in the UEFA Champions League. Early European setbacks, ages 22 to 24. In 2014, Salah was signed by Chelsea FC in the English Premier League, a major milestone. However, things didn't go as expected. Limited playing time, intense competition, and uncertainty about his future. He was loaned out to Fiorentina and later AS Roma in Italy, where he began to rebuild his confidence and career. At Roma, he became one of the league's top performers, showcasing blistering pace and tactical intelligence. Superstardom at Liverpool, ages 25 to 30. In 2017, Salah transferred to Liverpool FC for around €42 million. It was here he truly exploded onto the world stage. In his debut season, he scored 44 goals in all competitions, a club record. Major team achievements: UEFA Champions League winner, 2019. Premier League champion, 2020, Liverpool's first in 30 years. UEFA Super Cup and FIFA Club World Cup winner, individual awards. 2 times Premier League Golden Boot, top scorer. 2 times BBC African Footballer of the Year, CAF African Player of the Year, PFA Player of the Year. Faith, influence, and humility, ages 31 plus. Salah became a global Muslim icon, widely respected for his humility, values, and character. Known for his goal celebration, sujood, prostration, symbolizing faith and gratitude. His presence helped shift public perception about Muslims in the UK. Studies even reported a drop in Islamophobia since his arrival in Liverpool. He has donated millions to build hospitals, schools, and water projects in his hometown of Nagreg. Mohamed Salah today. He is a national hero in Egypt, one of the greatest footballers of the modern era, a living symbol of hard work, faith, respect, and ambition.
If you enjoyed this story, make sure to give it a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and share it with your friends so they don't miss out on the fun. More amazing adventures are on the way. So stay tuned and keep shining.